isn't here yet. That's weird. She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. Let's wait a little longer.
After some more time. She's still sleeping?
How is she still not here? Do you think she could be in trouble?
Is she asleep? It sounds like she's rather tired and worn down.
Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Are you looking for Her Excellency?
I am indeed.
I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
So strange. Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Well, somebody has to know where she went.
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario in her general operational directives. Let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage.
It's so random, but sure.
The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned,
VIPs,
you two
guys.
tick all of the boxes.
Yay.
I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
Makes sense.
Kokomi really does think of everything. All right, let's find the place she wrote about and have a look.
South Purple Tree. It's kinda. Yeah, generally south. I don't know if I'm supposed to be going up or down is my problem. Oh, there's a purple tree over there. Is that the one we're talking about? Hey, Electro Bro. No time for you today, Soz.
Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of
I mean,
nowhere.
deep in the middle of nowhere. The village is like right there.
Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive? It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look.
Way in? Into what? The tree? What? Oh, here. She has her own little hideout. Oh, that's adorable.
Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to.
She is asleep.
We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory feast today. What happened?
Oh, she's in
It's
asleep.
you.
She's just very contemplative.
I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away.
No. It's nothing like that. It's just... my energy is completely spent.
Why? By what?
You run on energy? You mean you're like a ruin guard?
No, it's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the infinitely capable person I present myself as.
Yeah, you're the kind of leader that irritates me. You just try to do everything yourself because only you could possibly do it. You don't understand the concept of delegation. It's the only way you're going to be able to run at 100% power at all times. You need to learn to only do what you need to do and delegate the things that other people can take care of, if they're capable people, of course. Don't just give them to anybody. Delegate. Everyone was asking so much of you yesterday. I can see the things forgetting to you.
You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. I'll keep working at it. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. And truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the divine priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is.
So just find somebody who's capable of taking on some more of those bigger tasks and you can focus more on being the divine priestess.
So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else.
So she does know how to delegate, just not much and not efficiently.
I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard won, and I want them to feel at ease.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy. I'm sure that'd speed up the process.
What? So you want to listen to someone read to you military strategy rather than reading it yourself? I hate to break it to you, Kokomi, but reading is like 5 times faster than talking. It would slow down the process considerably.
I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway through. Oh, where did I put it?
We'll find it for you, and then we'll read it out to you to help you recover.
You do that for me?
Reading is so slow.
Thank you. I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
You guys make absolutely no sense.
Whoa, look at all these petitions. So does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's resting?
Delegate.
Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow Statement. Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. Watatsumi Island Monthly Maintenance Expenses Breakdown? This is a lot of work for one person. And it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet day to day. It's no wonder she gets burnt out from time to time.
No sympathy from me. If you want to take it all on yourself, it's your own problem. If you're not going to find somebody to delegate your tasks to, I don't care.
Let's track down that book and help her feel like herself again.
Oh, so the book wasn't even here after all that? Okay. What about over here?
Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted?
Okay. Secret notes. Today I spent the entire afternoon arguing with representatives from the Merchant Association, Energy -4. Many things, and this is not what you want to know, many things must still be settled. I need to ensure that they allow the goods to flow smoothly, but I must make sure that their money is made through legal means. Today I finished a day's worth of work, Energy -3. I'll have to write up another batch of directives tonight. Hopefully this won't go on too late. I still need to perform an inspection tomorrow. The wind is very strong outside, Energy -2. It seems like it would rain soon. I can only hope that the waves aren't as rough, and those who go out fishing can return safely. News of the peace talks reached us today, Energy +2. An end to this war will surely make everyone on Watatsumi Island happy, won't it? Today I received word that the Tenryo Commission might be colliding with Fatui, Energy -5. Even I'm struggling to understand what's going on. Swordfish 2's captain came back today, Energy +4. We tacitly agreed not to speak of Teppei, and no one spoke of those who sacrificed their lives during the war. This peace was far too hard fought. Lots of people spoke to me again today. Energy -3. Looking at their earnest faces, I can't help but think back to the time I took up the post of Divine Priestess. Have I really lived up to their expectations all these years?
Swordfish Captain came back.
That's just,
We saw nothing, and if we did, it was all Paimon's fault.
give it here.
Guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking.
What's left? Oh, this corner.
It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one, so she must have finished reading those already.
Or maybe she hasn't started, Paimon. Think about that.
Oh, it's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand a thing.
That's because you're dense.
Well, let's take it over and read it to her.
Sounds like it'll be positively delightful.
Kokomi, is this the book you wanted?
I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit out loud?
How can you not be sure? It either was or it wasn't. Or isn't. What? How are you not sure? Act to the plan and plan to the situation. Attack where the enemy is weak. Emerge when the enemy is blind.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you.
You read Kokomi her favorite military treaties.
Kokomi? Kokomi! Oh no! She's fallen asleep! What are we gonna do?
Let her sleep until the feast commences.
Tonight's the victory feast! Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner! She's got so much to do!
Let's let her rest a while.
You sure that's a good idea?
Yeah, I do.
She does look pretty exhausted. Guess there's still some time to go, too. Alright, let's keep her company while she rests.
Avoid disaster. Protect peace at all costs.
People don't normally speak in their sleep.
The war's over. Did you sleep?
Take a break.
What time is it? Did I fall asleep?
Yep, you've been out for ages. It's nearly time for the feast.
And we just stood there creepily staring at her the entire time.
I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be enough to see me through the peace talks. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light the bonfire.
Woohoo! Kokomi's back to full energy.
I don't
Good to have you back.
think she is remotely close to full energy, Paimon. Victory banquet. Is it a feast or is it a banquet? You're using 2 different words here. Consistency. Oh, it's just so tiny. I was expecting something a little larger. Not the bonfire, the whole celebration. It's supposed to be for the entirety of Watatsumi and, you know, the entire army, and it's like, hey,
It looks
there are
like
20 people here.
everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough?
Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual.
That's great! We'll be rooting for you.
Kokomi walks by the banquet fire and starts to give a speech.
Welcome, everyone. Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for peace talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our hard-won victory.
After a while. What about those who were
Tonight seems to have gone off
suffering
without a
discontent?
hitch. I'm so glad it's all going smoothly.
I'm still waiting for them to like crash the party and like be bitter about everything.
People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather?
Well, from what I can see, there are only women and children here, so not going to be particularly useful.
I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui.
It's because it doesn't exist.
And I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's peace talks.
Okay, sure.
Who would you like me to ask? It does not specify. Oh, this dude right here. Hirai.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to Her Excellency, Sangonomiya.
What's new? Anything to report, sir?
Recently, let me think. Well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out on the ocean to fish. During the hostilities,
true.
the open sea was full
Yeah,
of
it would have
warships.
been.
We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on closer to shore. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. Oh, the poor kids were crying all day and night, but there was just nothing I could do. We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. At least things are finally improving now. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish. It's freshly caught, so it's a bit, fishy. But it's fine.
You know, calling her Captain of Swordfish 2 is probably incorrect. She's more an honorary Captain of Swordfish 2 because she doesn't stay with them and lead them. She just sort of dabbled in it for like 5 seconds and that's it. So she should really be more of an honorary captain than actual captain.
Oh, no. We couldn't possibly.
Ah, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her Excellency always teaches us to repay kindness with gratitude.
It's very unlike Paimon to deny food.
Okay, well, thanks. Come on, let's go talk to some others.
Really unusual that Paimon is ignoring food. Kabasawa.
Hey there! Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue.
Wasn't new anything to report.
Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing too detailed. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See that guy over there? He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. Yeah, I really hope we don't go making any more trouble for ourselves. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information. If you still have questions, you may as well go and talk to him.
Sounds promising. Let's go see what that guy's deal is.
Okay. Sounds like he may be stirring up tensions. Purely because he's bored. Kozen.
This guy smells of booze.
So he's become an alcoholic since the war has ended.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. Captain of Swordfish 2, right? You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it.
Totally.
Nuh-uh. We would never run from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability.
How is that a bad thing? That's what you were fighting for.
Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance?
Yeah, peace! I don't care about a warrior's will. The most important thing to the Resistance is peace, so you can live your life quietly and the way you want to. Yeah, peace is definitely the most important thing.
You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide Resistance warrior.
What the hell's wrong with this dude? Why is he picking a fight with me?
I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a duel.
Shouldn't be too difficult.
This
Jesus.
guy. Would it kill him to just have a normal conversation?
Can we just kill him and be done with it?
What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
Sure, we're hardly going to lose. In a few seconds, you'll be begging to talk.
We'll see about that.
Go die, sir. I have no patience for you. Wait, why am I the traveler? Yeah! Aggressive radical. This dude doesn't even have a chance to hit me. God, this is such a long cooldown on my ability. I'm only able to use it once in the fight and that's it. That's shitty.
You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us.
I highly doubt it.
Captain,
Drunkard.
comrade, will you join us?
Sounds like you're trying to stage a coup, and to be honest, I'm going to slaughter all of you if that's the case. First, you need to tell me what's going on.
We made it up. The story about the Tenryou
I know you
Commission
did.
colluding with the Fatui. It didn't happen.
You do realize that you can be, imprisoned for that, right?
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up? What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryou Commission.
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve.
How stupid are you?
Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake.
If you want people to die so much, then go kill yourself. Why would you draw other innocent people into this bullshit?
What's to stop the Tenryo Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree?
Yeah, but who's to say that they're going to do either of these things ever again? Have you thought about that? Stop being such a negative Nancy and, indulging in conspiracy theories.
We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warriors' will. We can't trust the Tenryo Commission or the Raiden Shogun. But we can put faith in ourselves. Surely you agree with that?
Hell no.
His point does kinda make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right to Paimon.
What it boils down to is you just want to fight.
Yeah, everything you said just now was pure speculation, wasn't it? Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for, all because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this.
But we kind of are. You're
Won't
very
you
much below
understand?
me.
For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it matters anymore?
You clearly don't understand the concept of war, Kozem. You go to war, you fight it out, you hopefully emerge the victor, and then you move on. That's the nature of war. It doesn't just continue for the sake of continuing.
You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle?
So go seek a psychologist. Your PTSD is no excuse to be throwing other people under the bus and get them killed by continuing the war.
Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryo Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt decree.
I mean, I'm with him on the whole Vision Hunt decree thing because I don't think enough consequences have come from that. I feel like with A, it's just been brushed over and that's infuriating me. But him placing his doubts into the Tenryo Commission, when it was only a few people of the Tenryo Commission conspiring with the Fatui, that's a generalization and discrimination against the other people. He needs to let that go.
I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Nomiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now.
I could just tell Kujo Sara what's going on. I mean, like, dude, I'm not out of options here.
Too late? What do you mean? Darn. Doesn't seem like he's gonna answer that one.
That's okay. Stab him in the neck, be done with him, and go to Kokomi. Like, really, I don't care about useless human beings.
What are we gonna do? This is really serious. We need to give Kokomi the full story right away.
I mean, in a way, this is treason. It's going against the will of the country, the will of the people. I'm not talking about Inazuma, I'm just talking about Watatsumi Island. You are going against what the country and the leader is trying to achieve. That's just treachery. If only. Politely, go die, sir. You're useless and I don't need you here. Big problem, Kokomi. People are about to die.
So, we found out a few things. The whole thing about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui is baloney. They made it all up. They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war. And they said it's too late to try and stop them, no matter what we do.
I see.
Are you feeling alright? Clicked on the wrong
I'm
option, but
fine.
whatever. Never
Don't
matters.
worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this.
I hope you punish all the ones who are conspiring like this.
I think I understand what Kozen means when he says it's too late.
You can't just let them get away with this and, let everyone think that it's okay to act like this.
The talks don't begin until tomorrow, but both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is safe and secure. I highly suspect that one of Kozen's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations.
Agreed. I would let Sarah know.
Well,
So she's
that's
aware
no
of the
good.
possibility.
Do you want us to head over there now and switch out the guards?
That won't work. Firstly, The act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryou Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger of war breaking out once again. Not to mention, we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the issue of not knowing who to trust.
Sounds like a really tricky situation. So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Because the thing is, Kujisara is a reasonable-ish human being-ish. I'm sure she could understand that if the traveler approached her on behalf of Kokomi with this information and just say, hey, these people do not represent us. We want to continue with the peace talks. Let's just deal with those people when the situation arises and then continue with the talks. I feel like you're going to have far less stress going into it.
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls to me to devise a counter plan. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone.
I disagree.
Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm.
I also disagree with that. You're starting a war purely to start a war. They do deserve to come to harm, and the blame is theirs alone.
Let's meet here again tomorrow.
As I said, PTSD and, mental health issues in general are not an excuse. You are responsible for your own health and thoughts and taking care of them in a manner that does not harm the people around you. So this guy, yeah, I'm sympathize with you. It was war. Yeah, the people beside you got cut down, and that is horrible. That is traumatic, and that's what I keep saying about this war. Like, it seems like no one cares about the outcome and the people that died along the way. So I get it. It's what I've been saying all along. But using that as an excuse to reignite the war and have other people die just for the sake of it is just so not okay. And I do think those people are fully responsible and need to suffer some punishment for it. So where to next? Where is this actually happening? Ugh. Yeah, because waiting a whole day really worked well last time. Oh, good. We're only doing one day this time.
My pole arm doesn't distinguish
At
friend
the
from
agreed
foe.
place.
And there
It's
is
not very specific, is it? Oh, literally right here.
clearly a limit to the red rope's power.
The whose
That's why I
power?
loathe crowded areas.
Who's, what? I don't know whose power she just said.
Well, the peace talks are upon us. How do you feel? Prepared?
No, because you haven't told me what the plan is.
Here, take this. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure. But I thought about it carefully and realized there are no more than 187 possible outcomes.
Bloody hell.
I took the liberty of writing them all down. This way, you will be able to adapt with speed, no matter how the events play out.
Whoa. This is, let's see, fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack, seize hostages. Wow, there are so many! But you've thought of a solution to each one! Paimon suddenly feels a lot less nervous.
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional. It is a major step forward both for Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate. But any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our negotiating position. We will have to work all the harder if we want these talks to be a success. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, mine to shoulder. But would you be willing to lend me a hand?
Hells yeah.
Excellent.
This is neutral. I suppose Totoro Sonora is neutral territory, yeah, okay. I'll buy it.